elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that.
So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. But I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win into routes instead of their number 1 guy.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense.
And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick-6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick-6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Ryan Kerrigan. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. This is Gordon on the dump off. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They run it here with Gordon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
From the 39, Bridgewater finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. To throw, Bridgewater. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line. So it'll come out to the 25. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the 2nd one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, it's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
3 yards remain for second down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Herbert's throw into the hands of his receiver, Guyton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Bridgewater on first down. And that's checked down to Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater forced out to his left. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now they run from the gun with Gordon, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Bridgewater now from the 50. This is the tight end fan. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. K.J. Hamler returning it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, it's Gordon. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 40 now on second down, Bridgewater. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 31, Herbert. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, There wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Here's Herbert.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one.
And returning it, here's Handler.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down, Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 of the year.
And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jonathan Bostic. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Herbert throwing again. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
If I could put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Herbert on first down now. And this is Cook to the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
To the air again, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Bridgewater here to throw. Throw to the right here to Gordon. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Bridgewater now. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Bridgewater's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Bridgewater.
This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Vic Fangio, an old-school coach, but he's going to go for it here on 4th. The carry here for the big tight end.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory.